So here we go, the second part of my story. But I would like to share with you. There's American magazine, right? The infamous flagship heretical Jesuit magazine. Uh, so I quote from one of their pieces. In her keynote address at the Eucharistic Congress, Gloria Purvis warned that disloyalty to Pope Francis, the sin of racism, and putting political parties above God threatened the unity of the Catholic Church. So we know it's bullshit, right? Typically from a American magazine. So here's what I say. That's why I despise this Eucharistic Congress. That's why there is a counter Congress next to it, which is organized by I think by John Henry, LifeStat News, with the traditionalists and Latin Mass presented by Archbishop Cordileone. The Congress is like a celebrity and lefty show to shame Christ face to face. Okay, let me continue with my story. So the first 5 minutes talking about the China situation, and Father wants to close our meeting, right? So he asked me, "You have more question?" I said, "Yes." Then I moved to the. I said, yes. Actually, I come today. The main purpose is I want to inform you, since you're new to America, inform you the place you go, the seminary that you were assigned to take an important role, is under the notorious bishop. It's a notorious bishop, okay? And that bishop infamously punished local Orthodox traditionalist groups. And that bad apple bishop is pro-LGBT, sort of even pro-abortion to a certain extent, and a pro-terrorist group like Hamas. So I just inform the priest, and the priest said, "Well," he said, "Pius, when a bishop decides something, a bishop has his own understanding and context, and the bishop has a group of people surrounding him, advising him. It's whole magisterian." Okay, this is what the father said to me. And then he said, "Okay, Pius, is that all? You have more question?" I said, I said, "Father, how we faithful to deal with the crisis of the church today? How should we deal with it?" And Father said, "What crisis?" I said, do you know Father James Martin?" He said, "I don't know." "Oh, okay." And I said, Pope Francis, he's on the verge, at least on the verge of heresy, promoting same blessings of a same-sex marriage, and then the priest began to defend. Oh, he's not he's not promoting same-sex marriage. He's just allowing our blessing of those individuals. And then I said, Yeah, I said, why? No, why Francis also promoting those bad people, the wicked people? Well, anyway, and Father said, okay, is that all? More question? I said, Father, I want to share with you my personal. I work with Bishop Strickland, and Father said, okay, I don't want to hear that. Father said, I don't want to hear all this. He said, I thought you were coming here, past today, to seek spiritual direction. Okay. Well, what can I say, right? Okay, I have to say goodbye. But let me chime in here. There was another privileged chance. I briefly asked this priest about Bishop Strickland and asked, do you think Strickland is Orthodox? And he said yes. And I asked, why was he removed by Francis? I don't quite remember how the conversation could not continue, right? So anyway, Father, give me a good blessing. But I'm sorry, Father, I chose not to kneel down to receive your blessing because I was, at that moment, I was not moved by Holy Spirit. I don't feel the Holy Spirit. So, okay, there's another thing. I asked Father, how homosexual act is grave sin, right? He said, yes. Then how do you deal with those people? How do you admonish them? Well, Father said, I do not admonish. Oh, look at the screen right now. Father said, I do not admonish. I say, well, admonish is like advise. Father said, I advise them. Okay, so here's a meaning of admonish. To tell somebody firmly that you do not approve of something that they have done, or to strongly advise somebody to do something. Okay, so Father said, I just kindly advise them. Well, okay. So anyway, that's my story, and people would ask me, Pius, why would you take the chance to meet a priest and say and to discuss things like this, very sensitive and so-called controversial, so-called church politics, hard dialogue, right? Hard talk. Why would you do that? And my answer is just like the 1989 Tiananmen massacre, the student riding their bicycle to the Tiananmen Square, and reporter, the journalist asked him, why do you go there, Tiananmen Square? And the young man said, college student, young man said, it's my duty. It's my duty. Not informing, so my fellow brethren, brothers and sisters, not informing your fellow parishioners about scandal is a scandal. I would say to the priests, avoiding those moral issues, doctrinal and moral issues, avoiding the scandal is a scandal. So, what can we do? I just encourage everyone to talk to your parishioners, talk to priests about all of this. At least when this priest, well, if he doesn't throw doesn't trash my book. When he opens the book, he would see what I write there. And we really need to pray a lot for our priests.